Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Jofina's Interviewer Podcast. Today, we are not going to be interviewing anyone. Today, we are going to be talking about health related issues. A disclaimer, I am not a medical doctor. I am a nurse, so I do have information or knowledge on the topic that I'm about to speak about. Today, we're going to look at one familiar topics that is affecting the whole world today, especially Black people. Black, Hispanic, or I would say people of color. Okay, so it's a familiar topic that you know, but maybe it hasn't really clicked. Maybe if you hear a word from me, it's gonna click in. We all know diabetes. Diabetes is a disease that causes our blood sugar to go high, to increase. When you have diabetes, your body is either not able to produce enough insulin to regulate your blood sugar, or your body is not able to produce insulin at all. Insulin is produced from the pancreas, which helps to regulate our blood sugar. There are two types of diabetes: type 1 diabetes and type 2 diabetes. Type 1 diabetes, both of them you can either get it from family history or lifestyle. Type 1 diabetes is mostly either family history or autoimmune. You kind of develop it mostly in your young age, teenage or very young. You get type 1 diabetes. With type 1 diabetes, your pancreas is not producing insulin that's supposed to regulate your blood or sugar. So your body is not able to regulate blood sugar at all. So you have no choice, no alternative but to be on medications and insulin to help regulate your blood sugar. With type 2 diabetes, this one you have a choice. It's also family history, and this one is mostly lifestyle. It's based on lifestyle. It's based on what you eat. It's obese or overweight. You can also get it. Just unhealthy lifestyle. If you don't exercise, you eat a lot. Sugar, you eat a lot of unrefined sugars. You are also predisposed to getting diabetes type 2. With type 2, you can actually do oral pills to help regulate your blood sugar. You can also work on your lifestyle. You can also try to eat healthy, exercise more. If you are overweight or obese, you can also try to lose weight. That can help you to either lower your blood sugar, keep you at a steady rate. I've seen a lot of patients, if they work on their lifestyle, patients that have type 2 diabetes, if they work on their lifestyle, what they eat, they regulate their blood sugar, and most of the time they don't even need insulin. They just probably take a pill 2 times a day and that's it, and then they are good, they are fine. Sometimes they wouldn't even have to do it at all. Okay, they can get your body going back towards it. So I told you about the two. There are two other forms of diabetes. One of them is gestational diabetes. This one is for pregnant women. This one you obtain it when you are pregnant, and then the doctor will have to manage it throughout your pregnancy. If you give birth, there's a possibility that it's going to go away. It's not going to affect you. It just comes during pregnancy. So when you get it, most of the time the doctor will kind of watch what you eat. You have a chart. You have to put every day whatever you eat, you have to write it down in the chart. And after pregnancy, like I said, most of the time it goes away. And there's another form of diabetes. They have those that are pre-diabetic. Pre-diabetic people, if they tell you, oh, you are pre-diabetic, that's a good thing. It's bad, but it's also good. That means you are not diabetic yet. You haven't reached the number, because they look at your A1C number. I'm going to talk about A1C in a little bit. You haven't reached that point for them to diagnose you with diabetes. So if you work on your lifestyle when you are pre-diabetic, you have a big, huge chance of going back to your same normal life. If you work on what you eat, you eat healthy, you exercise more, you can go back to being undiagnosed when you are pre-diabetic. So those are the other two extra forms that it comes in. But today I'm going to be focusing mostly on type 2 diabetes. That's the one that is kind of very popular among Black people or people of color. Caucasian do get it, Don't get it twisted, but those that is more permanent than more is why black people or people of color. So we are the ones that get it a lot. Why? I do not know. So we have that. What happens if what are some symptoms of diabetes? So if you're having these symptoms, you either go check yourself, go to your doctor and have it checked out. You feeling thirsty like unusually. You are always like very thirsty. Like even if you drink, it's not enough. You always thirsty. And secondly, you always want to pee. Like you pee a lot. You go to the bathroom a lot. You pee a lot. Then again, weight loss. Weight loss is one of the main one. You will start losing weight. Like you are not on diet though. You're just losing weight. That is one symptoms that you will see when you have diabetes. You will start losing weight. Another one again, there's something called ketone. That if you have diabetes, you also feel tired and weak. Most of the time you're gonna feel very tired, you're gonna feel very weak. And again, also work on your mood. You get mad easily, you have mood changes. Another major one, you have blurred vision. With diabetes damages your eyesight. It's very much important that you take a look at that. But from the beginning, it's not going to just damage your eyesight immediately. You're going to start having blurred vision with that. And then another important one again, anytime you have a sore, it's going to take a longer time for it to heal. Like, because your body, I want to say, because you are so sweet, so if you have any sore or cuts, it's going to take longer time than usual for it to heal. Also, you can get infection a lot. You can be prone to infections, especially with the women. You get a lot of vaginal infections, like yeast infection, itchy fish, whatever thing you're gonna have. Sometimes you have gum issues. Your gum will be all sore. Yeah, most of the time. So these things are symptoms that you experience. If you're experiencing this thing, go to the hospital, get yourself checked up. They will check something called A1C. Your A1C is the number that they look at. A1C, you go to check it. It's gonna give them your blood sugar over the past 3 months. So it's gonna tell them how your blood sugar been. Even though you didn't check it every time, it's gonna give them a number. The regular number you should have is from 6 down. 5.7, 6 down. Anything above 6.5. 6.5 to 7, you are like pre-diabetic. Anything above 7, you are diabetic. So they'll check that A1C. The first 3 months you're going to check it. You'll come again, they'll check. If your numbers are consistent, then they can diagnose you to be either diabetic or what? Pre-diabetic. And again, we are on type 2 diabetes, right? So I'm not going to discuss a lot about type 1. I'm on type 2 diabetes. With type 2 diabetes, like I said, lifestyle changes, what you eat, exercise, it helps. If you are doing all of these things and your blood sugar is still not too good, definitely they want to put you on pills. One of the popular pills that people get on is metformin. Metformin is one of the popular pills that people take with diabetes. They have other pills that work a whole lot. So if you're on metformin, if it's not working, or you can ask your doctor for something else, or you can inbox me. I do medication pass every time, and I know a lot of pills that people take to help regulate their blood sugar. That means you are not taking insulin yet. If your blood sugar is not still regulated, then you have to start taking insulin, which means you check your blood sugar like at least 3 to 4 times a day. You check your blood sugar before every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I know in Liberia we might not have the breakfast, lunch, and dinner stuff, but before you eat, whenever you're about to eat, you have to check your blood sugar. If your blood sugar is too high, then you know that you should limit the kind of food that you eat for that time, right? So if your blood sugar is low, then you won't need the insulin. But your doctor will tell you like how to take insulin and how not to take insulin. So if you have type 2 diabetes, it also leads to you having heart issue, high blood pressure. You can have heart attack, stroke out. A lot of things can happen. Diabetes also open that other portal for you to have what? High blood pressure. You see the symptoms a lot with type 2 diabetes. Type 1, the symptom will show fast. With type 2, it takes a while for you to even see the symptom. Most of the time, people will be in their 40s or 50s before they even discover they have diabetes. So we just have to know our body to realize what's going on. So you have heart issue. The most important one that you can get with diabetes is kidney failure, kidney issues. Because I always say the kidney is like, it's like this guy that is always there waiting to help somebody else, right? But in the process of helping somebody else, you are depleting yourself. So when your blood sugar goes high and your pancreas is not able to produce the amount of insulin to regulate your blood sugar, the kidney goes to help. It's called compensation. The kidney goes to compensate, and each time the kidney goes to help, it causes damage to itself. Okay, and then all your nerves too. Your kidney, you have, your body it has nerves everywhere. So your kidney is supposed to be able to filter the waste from your body and put it outside. All those diabetes can help damage all those nerves. As it's helping out, as it's helping the other body organs, it's damaging its nerves. So before you look, your kidney is damaged. You have kidney issues. Now you have to go on dialysis or do a kidney transplant, which is very, very much expensive. So diabetes can also cause something called neuropathy, which is also damages your nerves. It affects your digits. You will feel your fingers numbness and tingling in your feet and your fingers. Sometimes you're not even able to feel anything. Also your legs. Some people I've seen a lot of patients with diabetes, they have amputation. Their legs, they stop feeding their legs. Life, everything lead. Either you get injured or a little sore or something like that. It can lead to what? Amputation. Diabetes, neuropathy, it will lead to it. A lot of other stuff. How do you know if your blood sugar is high, right? So if you have type 2 diabetes, if your blood sugar gets extremely high and you don't even know, it's called ketoacidosis. If you have type 2 diabetes, if your blood sugar is extremely high, above 600, like very high, you have something called diabetes ketoacidosis. What are some of the symptoms? You will feel nausea, vomiting, which means you want to vomit or throw up. You have stomach pain. You'll be sweating. Your breath will smell like, like it will be kind of fresh, like fruit, right? Your mouth will be dry. You have shortness of breath, like you will feel weak. You will get confused, and it can lead to what? Coma and what? Death. With type 2, it takes a while for the symptom to show. If it show up, then my brother, that means you are like off limit. With type 1, it's like fast, but with type 2, it has to be really high for it to be even this bad, for you to experience all of these things. And it can be managed, right? Do you know the worst thing to have is the low blood sugar? So if you have diabetes, your blood sugar can either be very high or very low. The low blood sugar is the one that kill you. Like, you can just go to sleep and don't wake up. It can just make you go, like I said, you never go to sleep, you'll get confused, like you get weak, you get tired, you start sweating, like, and if they don't check, that's how people just die like that. Not everything is witchcraft. So these things, if we don't know it, if we don't know these things, it affects us a whole lot. Diabetes is affecting our society today. In the US, a lot. I know in Liberia too, but because of lack of healthcare, most people don't even know their status. If you know your status, then you can, every 3 months, you have to go to the hospital and do your A1C. Your A1C will tell you if you're doing good or not. If you check your A1C, if your number is lower, then you're like, okay, I'm doing good, let me continue what I'm doing. If your A1C number is high, if it's anything above 7 or up, you'll be like, okay, I think I need to do better. Also, we should exercise. Exercising, it helps. Go for a walk. I know we walk a lot in Liberia, right? I'm talking about people even in the US. So yeah, we don't walk a lot. We don't walk around. We're lazy. We get in our car every time. Go for a walk. Exercise. Eat right. Forget about sugar. Once in a while, fine, but forget about sugar food. Starches food. We love to eat rice. Rice can shoot your blood sugar high to the roof. It's so fast. But what can we do? We are Liberians. That's our staple food. We can also try to substitute rice. Bulgur wheat is not bad. It's kind of a little bit okay, right? Because it's wheat, so it will help, And other food. Some people say green plantain. I don't know how true that is, but people back home, they say green plantain is something that people use. So this is it for today. If you have any questions, you can just get in my inbox and drop your questions there. Like I said, I'm not a doctor, but I'm a nurse, so I just thought to share this with you today. Since we don't have an interview going on, like, why not share a little healthy tips? A hint or wise is quite sufficient. Bye again, and see you on the next episode.